Although we love riding close to home, once in a while we feel the need to drive a bit further away to try some new trail systems. Today, we went out to the Halifax area to a place called McIntosh Run. We had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. The trail system is built in a pretty open area with sparse vegetation and ridges of exposed granite bedrock. We had never ridden on anything quite like it. We started out on a popular trail called Osprey.
Oh, that's scary. Oh man, this is amazing. Oh yeah, here's the sketchy drop. Oh. Yeah, that's sketchy. I think I need to try it again, actually.
We found our first obstacle worth sessioning. I decided to try it a few times to dial in the technique. Turns out this would be useful later on.
Yeah.
That one was smooth.
Yeah, that felt really good.
We also tried climbing back up beside it, with very little success.
All right, that was a nice steep little roller. That's a pretty good confidence boost for me. I haven't done a lot of those yet, so I'm glad to give it a shot and be successful. Didn't get hurt or anything.
You know, I don't consider myself superstitious, but I think I might have just jinxed it. Anyway, let's move on.
So we're continuing on Osprey, and then I think we're gonna take a little offshoot called Schnitzel. That is a little sketchy.
It's not like really sketchy, but it's slow enough that you don't feel confident.
Right.
Do you want to lead for Schnitzel?
Sure. See how lost I can get. Oh my gosh! Oh!
I think we have brakes.
That was close. Yeah, I ended up on the wrong line, and I think I was looking at it, right?
There was a large gap between the rocks on one side. Generally, when riding, you want to look in the direction that you want the bike to go. In this case, I ended up looking directly at the gap, and of course, went straight for it. Sarah had a bit of trouble on her first try too, but then she nailed it.
Nice.
And of course, I just had to try again.
All right, let's see if I can get up this sketchy spot this time. There. Easy. Oh, this is, how do you do this?
Not like that, apparently.
Mobility.
There it is. There it is. Yeah, that rear tire skids around. When I got it, my rear tire still skidded around, but I just had a little bit of momentum, so I could just keep going. Oh gosh! Wow.
Nope.
They're scary if you think about them too much. Nice. Okay. Wow.
Finally, we arrived at a really challenging steep spot. I wasn't sure whether I was ready to tackle it.
Oh gosh.
You might not want to do it because you can see how steep the transition is from straight down to flat.
Yeah.
We clear it fine, but if you're not back, you're over.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's a rough shoot.
It's a little sketchy.
So the question is, do I want to try this? I'm not sure how well you can see, but it's quite steep. It's quite steep going down and a fairly sharp transition at the bottom. So I might try it, but we'll see.
Michael went first to show me what it was like. Then I decided I would at least run up to it.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up to it, but it's kind of scary, so I may end up psyching myself out. Ha-ha!
You made it.
I did
Pretty
it!
good.
I did it!
I think that's worth a high five.
I analyzed the footage later to try to figure out what I did wrong. There were a few issues.
Yep.
First of all, I didn't get my weight low enough over the bike. You can see that my chest is still pretty high above the seat, and my bum could be lower as well. Second, as I went down further, I started standing up straighter, and I think it was too early. You can see here that my chest is even higher, and my legs don't have nearly as much of a bend in them as they could have. For the third problem, look at my arms. They are quite straight, and my elbows are almost locked. This meant that when I hit that transition at the bottom, instead of absorbing the impact with my arms, my chest starts to go forward instead, putting me in danger of going over the bars. And finally, watch what happens when I hit the bottom. My front shock bottoms out quite quickly, and then my chest starts to go forward. I think part of the problem is that I should have put more air in that shock so it didn't bottom out. Anyway, I came off the next rock, and between my weight being too far forward, my rear tire being kicked, and probably bottoming out that shock again, I ended up losing my pedals and falling back into the saddle. Luckily, I was able to jump off and land on my feet, although I did pinch a toe between my pedal and a rock at some point in there. Didn't hurt anything too badly, but I ended up with a purple toenail for a while. Michael did it again as well. Notice how his weight is really nice and low over the bike, and his arms have a bit of a bend in them. He absorbs that rock with his arms, his shock doesn't bottom out, and his chest doesn't move forward over the handlebars. A much cleaner descent than mine. Luckily, the bike was just fine, although I did manage to shake my chain off the chainring.
I'm gonna check out my toe, make sure it's not bleeding, but other than that...
There was an easier steep spot pretty close by, so we decided to use it for some practice.
Okay, so I'm going down a steep spot, and I really need to focus on getting my weight way back this time. Because last time I didn't go back far enough, and that, I think, was my biggest problem. So we'll see. We'll see how we do. Boom!
Now if you can do it again, you can go and try the stupid one.
I'm not sure if I'm psychologically ready for the other one.
Perfect.
Yeah. That looks good. And then...
It was even a smooth transition. It didn't kick you at all, which is good.
Yeah. All right. Felt good about that. Let's see if I can do it again without catastrophe. Yeah, sort of focusing on really getting my chest down, really, is what I'm thinking about.
Yep.
Like, I think my chest actually touched the seat, or at least my camera did.
Yep.
If I can get that same technique, I feel like that was my problem. Now, it's also rattly. But if I'm back really far, I wonder if I'll be able to navigate that a little bit better.
You'll be safe.
So let's try it again. All right, I'm gonna try this nasty one again. I think that if I can just do that same technique, really get my chest down and my butt back over the rear tire. I'm feeling a little nervous about hurting myself. I don't want to get hurt, and I already kind of hurt my toe. But I think I might be able to do it. Drop it in. Yeah! Oh, that was so sketchy. You know what happened? I hit my chest against the seat, and then I hit my butt with the wheel. I didn't fall.
You didn't fall. Congratulations.
Wow.
We'll keep going.
Yes,
We'll
let's not do that again today. Oh man, I feel so good about that. It was sketchy as anything, but I did it.
With that behind us, we carried on through the trails. We even got a nice view of the lake.
Oh, this is fun. Gosh. At least it's nice and grippy. Wow. Oh, goodness. Huh. Cool. Huh. Not gonna just bunny hop that?
We decided to head down toward the lake. Seemed like a nice spot to visit. And of course, we found a few interesting sections along the way.
Holy smokes! Huh. I see why. Oh my goodness, dirt and roots and stuff.
Something only tree covered yet.
Yeah, amazing. Gorgeous.
Started heading back up from here, exploring a few more trails along the way.
Oh, yeah, don't mind me, just weebling a little. Ouch, bugger. Hit my arm on that tree. Whoa! Nope.
Yeah, don't make a mistake.
I'm gonna roll into it once more, but I doubt that I'll try it. Yeah, I don't know.
Eventually, we found another good spot for sessioning.
Interesting. My seat's down. I think I'm good to go. Yeah, that was still a little sketchy, but it felt better.
That looked fun.
That felt pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, one more time over this nice drop here. I've been pretty happy with my performance. Bring it into a track stand. Oh yeah.
Time to try it the other way.
Survived. Woo!
Wow.
Hope that's on video.
Yes.
Okay, I can't even get out of this.
There you go.
I'm pedaling lightly at that point.
Sarah tried it too. Michael and I were worried.
Yeah, you do you.
There, see, I did it.
Oh. And Sarah is still alive.
At this point, we did another little loop and then headed back to the car. Didn't want to test fate too much.
We've pushed our luck enough today, I think. Oh, that looks rickety. So that was our first time on McIntosh Run. Really neat trails, completely different from what we have back home. The big rock faces that we were riding over, and managed to get a couple of fairly steep rollers that I kind of messed up the first time, but felt pretty good about getting them later. So yeah, that was a really good ride. Really looking forward to coming back and doing these trails again.